I visited the Holy Land with 2 other bishops and several people from Christian Aid. We'd been asked to go by Christian Aid in order to visit some of their projects in the West Bank and Gaza. It was a great privilege to be there and to see at first hand all the good work that's being done, as well as offer moral support. We were fortunate to obtain a permit to visit Gaza, and it was my 2 days there that affected me most. After its people elected Hamas in 2008, Israel imposed a blockade, and that's meant that very little has found its way into Gaza other than through illegal tunnels from Egypt, and the place has become little more than a vast prison for 1.6 million people. The situation is pretty bleak, but there's inspiring work being done by Christian Aid's partners there. I think, for example, of the Near East Council for Churches. What was most heartrending was visiting a project in which young people were being counselled for trauma they'd experienced as a result of all the things that have happened in Gaza over the last few years, including the recent violence of November. We looked at their paintings, which contrasted life in Gaza now with how they'd like it to be. And that contrast was very stark. We saw pictures of how they saw life now, with bombs dropping, rockets firing, people lying dead. And then we saw the pictures of how they wanted life to be. And they were pictures of peace and happiness. The children also spoke to us of what they wanted to do when they grew up. One spoke of being a teacher, one a lawyer, one a doctor. And what was striking was that they all wanted to do something to help all their fellow citizens in Gaza when they grew up. It was moving to witness these children dreaming dreams. As they did so, what they described was kingdom values being incarnated in that sorry place. Those kingdom values about which we've been talking in this diocese. Values of love, compassion, freedom and justice. And they wanted very much to be part of seeing those kingdom values brought about by working for them themselves. It's difficult to see how there's much chance of their dreams becoming a reality in Gaza anytime soon. But they had hope. Hope is a central Christian virtue. Hope, as I heard it expressed in St. George's Cathedral in Jerusalem after I'd returned from Gaza, hope is believing against the evidence and then watching the evidence change before your eyes. Hope must seem well nigh impossible for Gaza's blighted citizens. It's pretty difficult for very many in this country just at the moment. I think of all those accessing food banks which have been set up by Christians up and down the land, including in this diocese. But if hope is possible in Gaza of all places, it's possible here. And it's our joy and our duty as Christians not only to have that hope, but to embody it. God in Christ gives us hope through the compelling vision of the kingdom of God he has given us, in which every tear shall be wiped away, in which there shall be no more war or violence or oppression, no more want or hunger. That kingdom in which everything is made new in Jesus. What I want to ask you to do this Lent is to dream dreams, as did those children in Gaza. What would your life look like? What would your church look like? What would your community look like if kingdom values were to prevail? Can you imagine? And can you believe that it's just around the corner? Or, as Jesus put it, the kingdom of God is at hand. The kingdom of God is at hand. And it's our happy duty and calling to help bring it about. When Jesus proclaimed that the kingdom of God was at hand, he didn't expect his listeners just to sit there and wait for it to appear. He was inviting them, as he is us, to play our part in bringing it about. He's inviting us to have hope, to believe against the evidence, and then, in the power of the Holy Spirit, to play our part in ensuring that the evidence changes before our eyes. It's a great delight to me that very, very many of you in the 280 churches of our diocese are already doing just that. This was made clear at Bishop's Council earlier this year when we looked at a kingdom report. That report was an analysis of the answers offered to questions during the Archdeacon's visitations last year, which sought to uncover what churches are doing to transform their communities. What was also made clear is that there is a thirst and a vision for much more. What I invite you to do this Lent is to dream dreams of exactly what that more might be as you seek to embody God's kingdom. The children I met in Gaza had a vision for a better future under God. What is your vision? And will you strive in the power of God's Holy Spirit to make that vision a reality? Will you have hope as did those children? Will you believe against the evidence? And then will you play your part in ensuring that the evidence changes before your eyes? Will you seek to embody kingdom values of love, compassion, freedom and justice? Will you dream dreams this Lent?